So, for those of you who don't know what I'm doing or what this is, for about 4 years now, I have been trying to blog about my faith. And if you know me, you know that I don't stop and I don't take breaks. And I am the person that goes 700 miles a minute. But I knew it was time that I needed to do this, and this is my goal for seminary, and I decided to change it up a little bit. I decided that instead of taking time out of my day to write about something, which I'm already going to probably be doing for classes anyways, I would talk about it. For those of you who don't know what I'm planning to do with my life, you're not alone because I have no idea either. I'm still extremely lost and confused, but that's part of what I'm going to be talking about in this short little video message, which at least I hope is short. So, for those of you who are seeing this through friends or anything else, my name is Kenz, and when I was very, very little, I wanted to be like Reverend Camden from Seventh Heaven. I was bound and determined to be a pastor. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I remember playing church in my friend's backyard, and we would use little like Necco wafers as hosts because we're Catholic, and that's what we used to do. We used to just pretend play mass and be normal kids, because that's what every normal kid does, right? And that was a huge part of my life all growing up, was my faith. And my dad is Protestant. He's non-denominational Protestant, and my mom is Catholic, and I was raised Catholic. So I've been in Catholic school since I was little, and I had the news broken to me that I am a girl and I'm Catholic, so I could not be a priest. And that's when I learned that I was going to be a teacher. I knew I was called to do something in the faith. I knew I've always been called. When I was 12, I remember looking at my religion teacher saying, I'm going to teach this. I'm going to keep spreading my faith. Like, it's the time. This is what I'm going to do with my life. And I just knew in my heart that that was right. And I went to high school and I continued with that and went to college and studied it in my undergrad. And throughout the past 4 years, I've really been struggling with my faith on who I am and where I stand and everything. And this past couple of years, a professor of mine who was the head of our theology program at my undergrad told me that I was going to go to grad school. And I just kind of laughed at him because I just thought there was no chance I was going to go to grad school. And then he continued to laugh at me and said, you're going to Princeton. You're going to go to their seminary. So my advisor stayed with me for the entire year. Well, he stayed with me the past 4 years, but he stayed with me the entire year. And he just got me set up to be here. He allowed for me to just keep questioning myself, which at the time I really, really hated him for, because it just led me to doubt what I was doing and not know what I wanted to do. But now looking back, I couldn't be more thankful, because I'm in this position where I know I can only grow. So here I am in my pajamas in my brand new apartment in seminary, ready to take on something new. And the reason why I needed to do something tonight was because something happened to me today and I just can't shake it. I sat down on the couch, I had some wine, I ate a ton of popcorn, tried to watch a good classic movie, and here I am doing this instead because I just could not shake this feeling that I'm having. And even if this video comes out awful and nobody watches it and this vlog never goes anywhere but just helps me personally, then that's all that matters. So the purpose of me doing these vlogs is, like I said before, I never would take the time to write, but there's something that I am really good at, and it's talking. I can talk to a wall, and it's better that I just admit that, because other people can admit it for me, but it's better that I can say it. I love to talk. I love to connect with other people, and if this is how I get my spiritual discussions out, and this is how I practice, and this is how I discover what it is exactly I want to do, then I know that this is what I should be doing, and this is how I should be spending my nights, and this is what's important. So I've taken the challenge to a couple times a month, maybe once a week, depending on what happens, what a professor teaches. I'm going to post a video on it, and I'm going to talk about it, put my feelings out there. And the most important part about this is the comments. I hope that people give, of course, good feedback, because who doesn't want good feedback? I hope I get negative feedback. I hope people tell me things that they have wrong, or if you're going to be negative, I'm probably going to throw some Bible quotes at you and just be really challenging for myself, because that will show if I know the Bible or not. But in addition to that too, like, I want to hear some feedback that tells me, like, hey, have you ever thought of it in this way? if I decide to be a pastor, which is something that I've been really, really thinking about and contemplating, this is going to help me. Me talking and practicing and talking about things I'm thinking about is 100% going to help me. But in addition to that, too, people commenting and talking about it and making statements, like, that's 100% going to help me too, because then I'm going to be challenged and I need to learn how to handle it and I need to learn how to do the research, etc. So I'm just seeing this as just another learning tool, another learning opportunity, and another way for me to grow. And that's the most important part. So the one thing I wanted to share tonight, because if I'm going to do this, I'm going to share something, because that's the whole point of this. I today had my own little self-discovery, and it's absolutely crazy to me, and it's probably not going to be a big deal to you when you hear it, but I hope you think about it. I have always had this quote, and I don't really know why this phrase or quote has stayed with me my entire life, but it has. It is let go, let God. And again, I have no idea where it came from. I don't remember where I even first saw it. It's just been with me. It's just appeared everywhere, and I've just carried it with me forever. And I don't know, it just means something to me. And throughout the past, I always say, like, this quote means something to me. It appears everywhere, it means something, but I never knew why, and I never fully understood it. And I always thought I understood it. I always thought, well, it's my quote from God, blah, blah, blah. And then today, I really understood it for the first time. I really, really understood it. And through the past 4 years, I have gone up to people and, like, they've vented to me, they've talked to me, they've given me their opinion on things, and I've just looked at them and said, let go, let God. Or I will end a Facebook post of me saying thank you, or let's pray for these people, or this or that, with let go, let God. But I've never really practiced what I preached on that. And for me right now, with being in seminary, I have been trying to figure out what my future is, where I'm going, what I'm going to do. And it is the scariest thing I can say I've ever gone through, because I have no idea where I'm going to be in 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now. And that's petrifying to me. I always had a plan. I was always going to be a religion teacher, but something came over me and I just knew that there was something different that I was supposed to do. And I've known this for a very long time, and I just never allowed for it to come out until this past 2 years. I finally just started accepting it and saying it to people. And I've needed to say it for myself, for my sanity, for my heart, for my faith. I've let my faith really go down because I haven't been honest with God, and I haven't let Him take the wheel. And that's what I realized today. We were in orientation, and we were sitting in these small groups, and I have the most amazing groups. So if any of you guys are watching, you know how much I love you, especially because I'm making a post about our discussion today. And our group advisor, our orientation leader, had told us she wants us to pick a phrase, and she wants us to talk about our fears, talk about something we want to change, overcome, something that we want to let die was the topic. So we were out at a farminary. So yeah, I'm at the seminary and we have a farm and it's called the farminary. I think it's hysterical. I absolutely love it. Praise Jesus. Okay. So we were learning about how things have to die and we have to let go, but it also brings new life. And so we were talking about, our orientation leader guided us in this discussion. And for mine, I was talking about how I need to let go of my plan. I need to let my plan die. I need to just let it happen so that a new me can be born, a new plan can be created, and God can guide me. And it was when I was saying that I had said, like, my phrase throughout my life has always been let go, let God. And I was like, but I've never, ever have let go and let God. I've never let myself just let God take control ever in my life. And I have always just tried to follow my plan and done what I knew I needed to do and done what was expected of me until today and until this year. And 2 nights ago, or last night, I can't even remember anymore, last night, I announced that I was switching my program. I was accepted into the Masters of Christian Education formation at Princeton Theological Seminary, and I really loved the program a year ago. I loved it. When I was looking at the school, I really was interested in it. And for the past summer, end of the school year, I just kept thinking and thinking about how this wasn't for me, something was wrong. And at the beginning of the summer, I called my admissions counselor and I said, am I even in the right program? And he just looked at me and he said, no. He was like, you have to let God guide you into the right program. I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm saying no to anything. Like, you let God guide you into the program you need to be into. And I just didn't know what to say because, once again, the fear was just coming into me. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I have no idea if I'm in the right program. But he did say to me, give it some time. Let God speak to you, and then you'll decide. So I started telling people that I was thinking about switching to this program, and the amount of responses I got that told me to switch was unbelievable. Everybody was telling me, no, you need to switch. People wouldn't even hear me out. They wouldn't even hear why I was in the program in the first place, which, to be completely honest, looking back, I don't even know 100% why I was in it, because my heart was never in it. It never was in it. It was what I was told I should be, not what I wanted to be. And that's why I was going in that, just to be teaching. And that was a huge eye opener for me this summer when I was thinking about why I needed to switch to being a Master's of Divinity. So I met some friends here, and one of my good friends, Kelly, has just been repeatedly telling me, you're staying for the third year. I'm making you stay for the third year. I'm making you stay. Like, you gotta stay. And then my dad started telling me I was staying for a third year. And then the more people I started to meet and I was telling them I was contemplating, they were saying, nope, you're gonna stay for Divinity. And it was just like, all right, I think I've met like 75 people at this point, and everyone's telling me I need to stay for Divinity. So, God, how much more can you tell me I need to stay? Well, then first day of orientation happens, and we start singing this song. And it was, "The Journey is Long" was the line that we literally sang from 5 to 10 minutes. The journey is long. The journey is long. And then the director of the Board of Trustees or Education, and I'm so sorry I don't know his name and I don't even know his title because I'm new here and I'm still learning. He came up and he said, as you saying, the journey is long, and we must let God, we must listen to God. We must let God guide us. We must let God speak to us. And it just like hit me at that moment that like my journey needs to be longer. I need to add this year. I need to stay for the Divinity, and I need to be guided. I need to just let God do it. So I'm telling my group about this and this like discovery I had, and this like this thing about how I need to actually let go and let God. And as I said it, the last time I said like I just need to let go, let God, I just kind of like froze, and in my heart for the first time in I don't know how many years, I just felt peace and calm, and I felt like God was with me, and I haven't felt that way in so long. And like I just got chills, and like I just wanted to like tears came to my eyes a little bit. Tears are coming to my eyes a little bit right now because it's just so unbelievable to me how that one moment I would let myself get in that way to let God come into me. And I just can't even believe it happened. I have been waiting and searching and praying to let God just come to me. I have literally been asking so many people to help me find God again because something has been missing. And I've told so many people that something in my heart was missing. And today it was there. It was just 150% complete. Like everything in my heart was strong again and together. And I just needed to tell this story because I'm hoping that it impacts somebody. I'm hoping that someone takes a second and thinks about how it is that like they have something that's missing. Is it something they're searching for? Because this whole time I've been searching and looking and planning and trying to find an answer. And for just 2 minutes of my life today, I actually stopped and I opened up and I started saying how I actually do have fear with God. I have fear that what if something goes wrong? Why am I trusting? Why am I doing this? And for 2 minutes, I just sat and told everybody how I was feeling. I actually let it out and didn't care about the judgments. And I let go and let God. And God literally took over my heart. And it was just the most unbelievable feeling. And when people say that miracles and God's there and God's trying to talk to you, like it was the truest thing. Like I just can't even express how true that feeling is when God talks to you. And it's just been happening so much this week. Even tonight when I had called my fiance to just tell him about today, he just looked at me and said the journey is long. And he doesn't have a Facebook, so he didn't see me post that last night. I didn't tell him that that was the song we were singing. He just said it. And it was just like, right there again. Like it just keeps being told to me. God just keeps speaking to me. And I just hope that for the next 3 years that this is how it is. Like every day I get spoken to in a different way because I need that connection again. But the point of this long, almost 15-minute video, it's probably going to be over 15 minutes by the time I'm done. And I hope everyone's still listening. I hope that you all take a few minutes out of your day to just let go and let God. And just try it. And I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody. I'm not saying that letting go, this is how God's going to speak to you. But it worked for me, so maybe it'll work for one of you. Maybe somebody who's watching this video is a huge planner. Or this or that. And like this is their one thing to grow connected. It might be the one thing that brings you close again, and that's just why I wanted to share it. And again, this might be very, very weird and dumb post, and this whole vlogging thing might be very odd to people, but this is my way of seeing if being a pastor is what's right for me, if being a minister or chaplain is right for me. I have no idea where the road's going to take me. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing for my future, but here I am giving it a try, and this is my challenge for myself. These two things, and that's going to be to vlog and spread some word of God and talking with people, but then also too to just let go and let God. So I hope everyone has a great night. If you stayed till the end, thanks for listening to my little rant story talking. Hopefully we can connect in the future. Feel free to reach out and just talk to me about this or any experiences you have had, and I hope people keep watching and stay close to me, because honestly, your feedback is what's going to make me be a better pastor, minister, or whatever it is in the end of the day. So, amen.